TGIF Chicago, welcome to your weekend. We know you have a bad football fever, and the only prescription is more football. Have no fear, for the voice of Chicago sports fan have you covered. Welcome to Sports Podcast, Monsters of the Madhouse. Friends, we are T-minus 44 hours from the greatest rookie showdown of the century, and we will get you primetime ready for Caleb Williams' duel with Jaden Daniels as the Bears duel the Washington Commanders Sunday in a 325 litmus test of their progress. I'm your man, Brandon, the punky left tackle, Hyatt, along with Sean and Dano. We are proudly brought to you by the best sponsorship team in the podcast game, Underdog Fantasy, Chris Chelios, El Bandito, Yankee Tequila, Bridges Scoreboard, TC's World of Wonders, Budget Cars, Serendipity Ice Cream Parlor, We're Stadium Club, and Elite Icons Framing and Sports Memorabilia. Our guest tonight is the man where the best laid offensive plans went to die, where ball carriers went down the hard way, and no one left the field without singing the blues. An All-American at New Mexico before transforming into one of the greatest linebackers in NFL history. He followed the Hall of Fame likes of Dick Butkus and Samurai Mike Singletary to Canton while revolutionizing the linebacker position. He captivated Chicago with every big hit. In general, the Bears returned to their first Super Bowl and appearance in 21 freaking years. He's the Hall of Famer, the human brick wall, and the Bears icon. Friends, please welcome to the Underdog Fantasy Monsters of the Madhouse hot seat, Brian Urlacher, number 54.
What an introduction there, Brandon. Good job, man. That was a good read. Good read there, buddy. That was a lot.
He knows the lingo.
He didn't even have to take a breath.
No, he was good. Right on track the whole time.
Brian, all great football stories have an opening chapter. Where and how did the Brian Urlacher football story start as you grew up in Lovington, New Mexico?
So that's where it started, Lovington, New Mexico. Playing in the streets with my brother and friends. You know, we didn't have organized football, I think, till 8th grade there, when we could start playing. Like, you know, we didn't have Pee-wee. We didn't have enough kids, so we didn't play Pee-wee. But 8th grade was when we started playing, like, first year of tackle, then we went on 9th grade. But, yeah, started back then, man. Then I got better every single year. But I loved it from day one. I love playing in the street. I love playing tackle in the street. I love playing with my buddies. I just love the game. My little brother we were so damn competitive versus each other that it made me want to get better. So we always competed in everything, especially football. Casey's a year younger than me, so we were on the same state championship team my senior year, his junior year. So I fell in love with the game early, and started working out in like 7th or 8th grade, and got addicted to that as well, and saw improvement, and just kept building from there.
Brian, as most Bears fans, I was 22 when you were drafted, so I got to follow your entire Hall of Fame.
Same age, man.
What's that? Yeah,
We're
yes, we are.
Yep.
July 4th, 1978, man. Most Bears fans got to follow your entire Hall of Fame career and thought you were a naturally born linebacker, but you were actually a playmaker of all trades in high school as the Lovington Wildcat, where you started as a running back, wide receiver, return specialist, and defensive back. Man, you were a chameleon out there.
Yeah.
Did your versatility help you excel at the position that demanded elite athleticism?
I think just being able to see the field from those different positions, like playing receiver, you know, the offense didn't really matter, but the playing free safety, I think, helped me see the middle, kind of from the point of view from the middle of the field, if that makes sense, in pass coverages and knowing where guys are going to break. And then in college, I played free safety as well. But man, it was not easy at middle linebacker at first. I had some shitty early games, and you know, training camp, they didn't put me at middle linebacker until, you know, second game of the year. when Barry gets hurt, then they're like, all right, go play Mike. I was like, huh? Greg said, I said, Greg, I played Sam and Roosevelt Cole beat me out in training camp for starting that year too, because I was not good. I was not a good Sam. Rosie was the man. I should have never been starting over him. The only reason I started because I was a first round pick, and then took about 2 weeks for them to figure that out. And then once they did, Rosie started. I went to back up, and then Barry gets hurt, and they throw me in at Mike, and then I started every game since. I figured it out pretty good once I got in there. Just ran around.
You had it. You were amazing to watch, man. I really appreciated watching you and Briggs tear it up there, man. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I had a blast, man. Those first 4 years, though, with Coach Blash and Coach Duran, what a great staff we had, man. And we had some great players on those teams. A lot of people remember the later years, but those first 4 years, we had some dudes on defense as well.
Brian Dano here. Your Wildcats were 14-0 New Mexico Division III state championship powerhouse your senior year. What was the secret to the success of that team?
I talked about playing my first year organized in 8th grade. We were 0-6 in 8th grade. Same guys my senior year. 9th grade, we were 2-5, and then you get to high school for us was 10th through 12th grade. And then some guys play JV, some guys play varsity. I didn't get to varsity until I was a junior. I was a small sophomore, like 5'10", 5'11", slow little runt. And then I grew, and I got a little better. So I started both ways my junior year, both ways my senior year. But it was really just that the same 8th grade class. We all graduated in 96 together. There was like 13 of us. And then you add those guys together with my brother's class, who had some good dudes in as well. And we meshed really well. Great coaches. I had some awesome coaches when I was in high school, junior high as well. But, man, we just put it together. I was the only guy that played college football off that team. My brother played college ball as well. But, only guy that got a Division I scholarship, which is hard to believe because we had some dudes, man. I thought we had some dudes. I know it was a small school in New Mexico, but we thought we were really good. 14-0. That's the only championship I ever won, by the way.
Hey, once you know.
Yeah. Frustrating.
Yeah, no shit.
Over 100 in the chat, hitting that like and subscribe button. Y'all know what to do. Leave a 5-star review. Hey, Brian, was New Mexico your backup plan for college to Texas Tech? And what was the freaking Red Raiders coaching staff thinking? Not offering you goddamn
Was it my backup plan? That was my only plan, Brandon. They're the only ones offering me a scholarship. I went to a camp summer before my senior year at Texas Tech, a receiver camp, and I was the most outstanding. There was like 700 kids. I was the most outstanding camper. So I was like, I'm definitely getting a scholarship here. They're going to offer me. They told me I could walk on. After my senior year, they told me I could walk on. But UNM had been recruiting me as well. I took a visit there, and Coach Franz said, we'd love for you to come to the University of New Mexico. We're going to offer you a scholarship. But if you don't accept it right now, we'll give it to somebody else. I was like, oh, I'll take it. Sign me up. Yeah. So then a pretty easy decision, to get your school paid for and play football. So I chose to go there, the University of New Mexico. So easy decision. Worked out great. Obviously, it worked out pretty damn good. I got to play receiver there. I got to return punts.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, we weren't all that great. Believe it or not, Daniel, we weren't that good. So I played every position, and I got to be a football player. It was fun.
Yeah.
Iron Man football.
Yeah.
Iron Man football.
Lots of snaps. I played 95, 100 snaps a game. I loved it. When you're a kid, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, was Texas Tech's decision not to give you a scholarship motivation for you to become one of the best linebackers in the country? Because you led with 178 tackles your junior year.
Yeah, I didn't need motivation from that, honestly. I always felt like I was an underdog, man. I always had chip in my shoulder. Growing up where I grew up, no one really gets out of there, so I didn't need that. It didn't hurt, but I never looked back like, oh, screw them. They didn't give me a scholarship. They had their reasons. Like I said, I was where I needed to be. New Mexico was the spot for me to be. I got to stay home, even though Tech's 70 miles from where I grew up. The UNM's 300 miles. It's really much closer. But I ended up where I was supposed to be. And I always felt like I had a chip on my shoulder. Everyone always overlooked me. I was cool with that, but I did not need any more motivation. That's for damn sure.
I'll tell you this, for us in Chicago, it worked out perfectly, man.
It worked out great. Yeah, everything worked out. Once I went to UNM, everything's kind of fell into place. And what was crazy? Not to get off task here. Mel Kiper had me pegged at number 9 right when the season was over for the NFL season. He said the Bears are going to draft him at number 9. Like, this was in January when the season ended. I was like, what? Dude had it right. He knew right away, man. And then the Steelers took Plexico, and then the Bears took me at 9.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's right.
Because the Bears were talking about drafting Plex if he was still there.
Yeah, I remember that specifically them talking about drafting Plexico.
Yeah, he was a good football player.
Yeah. Brian, who were the coaches, role models, and mentors that helped sculpt you into the player that you would become in the NFL?
You talk when I got to the NFL or prior to getting there, man, I had so many good coaches. So in college, I had Dennis Franchione gave me a scholarship. Had some great Coach Quinones in high school. Coach Faith molded me, helped me get to the next level. And in college, same way. Coach Franchione my first 2 years, and then Rocky Long came in my last 2 years. And Rocky was a badass. His defense was built for me. Not necessarily like it wasn't built for, but when that defense got there, he's like, you're going to move back to, you're going to play Lobo, you're going to play free safety, basically run to the football and make tackles. That's exactly what I did. I was never blocked. It was amazing. Our D coordinator was Bronco Mendenhall, who's now the head coach at UNM. He's came back to be the head coach. But just two great guys. They taught me how to play football, how to be smart. And then when I got to the NFL, Greg Blosh was my first D coordinator. Diggs Ron, my first head coach. Awesome defensive minds right there. Dale Lindsey, who was probably 70 my rookie year, when he I may be overshooting, but Dale was an old school dude. I feel like I was an old school guy as well. I was young, but I was used to being coached hard, if that makes sense. It's not like it is now.
Right.
They coached us. They said what they thought. There was no hurt feelings. You kind of went to work, and that's the way it was going to be. So those guys were amazing. And then when Lovey got there, I feel like I took that next step because that defense, I thought was built for me again. Middle linebacker. Right. We changed that run through the cover two Tampa run through bullshit to where I could sit down and play some pass routes in the passing game. We blitzed a lot, and Coach Babbage made sure that there was never any question what I was supposed to do on every single play. And as a football player, that's all you want. You don't want to be out there guessing or thinking. If you're thinking, you're playing slow. If you're reacting,
right,
you're playing fast. That's what I tell my son. I said, don't be on the field thinking, bro. You want to just react. Go see it, go get it, and just play fast.
I remember that playing offensive line. They always told us think long, think wrong, and they were.
Yes.
The minute you get into your head,
you start thinking about shit. You got no idea. You're half a second behind or a quarter. You're done. You got no chance.
It's so fast as it is. Yeah.
When the game slows down, the longer you're in the system, the longer you play, the game really does slow down for certain people. And that's when you're playing pretty well, when it slows down for you.
Right.
No.
So speaking of like the process and the speed and everything, April 2000, Brian, can you take us back to when you first learned that you were going to be a Chicago Bear and your initial reaction to donning the Chicago Navy and Blue?
That phone call, I remember getting a phone call from I want to say it might have been Chrissy Mock, who was, you guys don't know that, she was working in the Bears for the Bears back then, and she said, we're going to draft you. That the Steelers took 𝐓𝐘𝐒, and then number 9, the Bears came out. The phone rang right away. I was like, oh man, this could be it, because back then only 5 guys went to the draft. It's not like it is now where 600 guys go to the draft and they all get to walk across the stage. It's not like that anymore. It was never like that. So it's just different. I was at home. I was in Albuquerque. And they called, and I was like, be quiet. And then my mom was there, my dad was there, my brother. It was a family thing. It was cool. I had some friends there as well. But I was very excited to know that I was going to play. I didn't know a lot about the Bears. I'll tell you that much. I knew Walter Payton. That's what I knew. That was enough for me. And then I quickly learned when I got there from the media, from how it was supposed to be when you're a defensive player. And obviously from just being part of the organization, you learn really quick what the traditions are like there.
Yeah. Right. What impressed analysts, broadcasters, and fans like us across the league during your breakout season was how comfortable you were and how instantaneously you adapted to the game of the NFL. I know it was a lot harder than you made it look, but what made it easier for you to have such a swift transition?
I think my coaches, number one. Like I said earlier, we had great coaches. My teammates, man, I had some great – Barry Mentor. So I took – Barry gets hurt against Tampa in game 2.
Yeah.
Greg Blosh says, go play Mike. I'm like, so Barry was healthy the next week, he could have played, but I started, and he could not have been more helpful for me, man. He watching film, telling me how to take care of my body as a rookie. It's a long season. Just the dude not turn his back on me, which he could have done. When a guy takes your job, it's easy to be like, you know what, screw that guy. He took my job. I don't want him to do well. He was not like that, man. He was a team guy. And we had with Mike Wells, Jim Flanagan up front, Clyde Simmons, Brian Robinson. God, I know I'm leaving guys out, but we had some dudes up front that were kind of overlooked. They helped me make plays. With those guys always took up 2 or 3 blockers a play. Mike Wellesley and Flanagan were awesome, man. They're very underrated guys. But just being around all those guys and our coaches, man, they helped me the transition to being a starter much easier. And then, once I figured out what I was doing, it was just, like I said earlier, reacting.
Was it 2000 that Rosie had those 10.5 sacks?
Oh, I think it was 01 his next year.
01
They
his
didn't
second.
put him at so on third down, we finally put him at defensive end in 01 and 02, and he had back-to-back 10 sacks. Or did he go to? He went to the Patriots in 03, I think, and he won the Super Bowl 03. Yeah, they got back-to-back 10-sack seasons, and then he was gone, got paid.
That was unfortunate.
Good thing. Hey, it's good for him.
Well, yeah, good for him. And you ended up with Hunter and Briggs, so I mean,
yeah, we had Nick Roach, we had Hunter, we had Warwick, and then Warwick went to Redskins.
Yep.
How about, by the way, those two dudes right there are very underrated, man. They, Rosie was a 4th rounder. I think Warwick was a 3rd rounder, and playing around those guys as well. They didn't like me at first. I'll say that during training camp, they weren't too fond of me because you're a 1st rounder. There's all the hype, all that bullshit around you. They want you to prove yourself, and I don't blame them. But those guys were great football players as well.
Yeah, Brian, that actually leads me to my next question. The Bears defense was a disaster the year before you arrived, ranking 29th in the league. Did you take it upon yourself to help this proud unit restore its glory and reinvent itself as the elite NFL D?
I just wanted to do my job, and I learned quickly in the preseason that if I didn't do my job, it was not going to be pretty because Brian Robinson let me have it in a preseason game. Like, I didn't run through my gap, and they ran the ball there, and he gave me an earful. I was like, okay, that's not going to happen again. So I just wanted to do my job. I knew you look at our scheme and the way our coaches, like, sometimes they just have bad seasons, right? That's the way it goes. Sometimes you have injuries. Everyone has them. Sometimes they're worse than other years. And maybe they had a bad year the year before I got there. I'm not sure if I had any impact on us doing better the next year or not, because we had some guys have good seasons around me as well. But I just think the whole thing, like, Zoom was there as well. Smith, we had Walt Harris was good that year as well. We just had some guys that played good, and the next year we really took off. 01 was when we were 13-3. I think we give up like 12 or 13 points a game. Same guys basically. We didn't really. We got Philip. We not got Philip Daniels. We paid Philip. So that was the only addition we had really.
Dude, 01 was such a fun season, man.
It was great until that damn playoff game. Philly.
I was there.
That's right.
I was there. I stopped going after 01 because I never brought luck when I went. So
that's how I feel about some games I go to as well.
Dude, even at home sometimes if they're losing, I turn it off because I think I'm bringing bad luck, and I'll be scrolling through Twitter.
You're the guy.
I swear to God.
So if I bet on a game, I won't.
Right.
I won't watch them. I'm just going to check every once in a while to see how I did, because I feel like if I watch it and we're winning, I'm like, I definitely don't turn it on because you're going to change the mojo.
Yeah.
So let me check. Oh, touchdown other team every damn time.
Shit, I'm glad I'm not the only one, man.
No, it's me too. Believe me.
Yeah, we're not alone. We're not alone.
Yeah, it's all of us, man.
I'll be scrolling through Twitter just to look to see what they're saying.
I don't have Twitter. I don't look at Twitter, but I can.
Right.
I got my ways to check.
Brian, in a career full of highlight reels and games, do you have a personal favorite, bro?
I'm sorry. So you said something about highlights. I'm not sure. Sorry.
What's your favorite highlight?
Oh shoot, man! Just one? I can pick one, dude. I have a favorite play. Brandon. I got a favorite play. So we're playing the Jets in 06 at the Jets, and we end up winning the game 10-0. But they're going in. They're like on the 10-yard line going in. And Chad, we're in cover 2. We always ran cover 2 in the red zone. And Chad Pennington drops back, and he opens this way, but I open this way for some reason. I don't know why. I opened the wrong way, ended up being the right way. And he looked back, and I flipped my hips, and he throws it to the back of the end zone. And I ran in front and catch it, and I ran it back like 45 yards. I mean, for me, it's a good play because I think I tricked him. In my mind, I tricked him. I don't care what anyone says. And I stepped in front of him and we ended up winning the game 10-0. So it preserved the shutout, and it helped us win the game. But it was like the ultimate cover 2 play because I made a pick from the middle linebacker going out to the whatever. You got to watch the film, man. I don't know. I can't explain it very good. I'm never good at explaining things. I got tackled like 45 yards later, which I was never good when I had the ball in my hands for some reason. But I didn't fumble, so I got a pick.
There you go.
Yep.
You go.
That's
Hey, Brian, listen about us offensive linemen. All the coaches and everybody tells you, including the players, if you ever pick up a fumble, just follow on it. But we all fumble like grass, and we want it to never work out.
I saw someone catch one the other day, get like 12 yards. I don't know who it was. Maybe in a college game. Obviously, the guy batted up. He catches it. It was like third and 11. He catches it for like 12 yards. First down, bro. That's a big deal.
Yeah. Hey, big deals. We want to show our favorite, or my favorite, and I think Sean brought this up too earlier. We have a video produced by 𝐵𝐔𝐘𝐒 Films. Paul's actually in our chat. We want to show you the 06 Bears versus Arizona.
Game.
Oh yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That was a good game. What is
When you get just absolutely unblocked, I mean, I have no earthly idea.
Into the line, did the ball come out? It did, and it's snuffed up by the Bears.
He's made 2 tackles here in the last 3 plays. He's batted the ball down. Defense is giving.
About the players kick. Devin Hester from the 18. And he blocks Devin Hester into the open field. And Hester picks up another block.
The Bears are what we thought they were. They're what we thought they were. The Bears are who we thought they were. And that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Dude, that shit never gets old. That never gets old, dude.
bro? I remember I was in the locker room. I remember watching. I was like, "What the hell's wrong with this dude?"
God rest your soul, Dennis.
Oh yeah, for sure. But man, he lost his mind. So we played them in preseason, the 3rd game of the preseason. So that's your big game, right? Your game plan, and they beat us. It's still preseason, so who gives a shit? And they beat us in the preseason. So I guess I thought they had a one-up on us. And they went the second half. They ran the ball 30 times. They quit throwing the ball. They just want to sit on that lead. And we, I don't know who's calling the plays for him, but we took advantage of it. Mark Anderson gets caused fumble. Mike B picks it up. And then Mike calls one, and Peanuts Johnny on the spot like always. And then Devin does what he does. It was, and then the Wreckers missed that field goal too, 38 yards at the end of the game. He had to miss the field goal in like 40 kicks, and he misses that one. So,
Dude, I remember exactly where I was for that game. I was working at the firehouse, and we were praying that we didn't get a call that night because that game was so good.
After the first half, you probably didn't think so.
Turn
the shit off. Yeah, it was a rough start, man. Really rough start.
I think every Bears fan's gonna remember where they were. I remember what I was doing to a T that day. I was really pissed at halftime. I remember that.
Yeah, hope you got the second half. Took the Bears second half.
Yeah,
that was a rough game. We didn't score an offensive touchdown. Rex had a rough game. We threw 4 picks and 2 fumbles, but we got the win. Doesn't matter. I love Rex. Rex is a good dude. What a good teammate too.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm gonna know the answer to this question before I ask it, but I'm gonna ask it there from you anyways. Who was your toughest opponent?
Offensive opponent?
Yeah. I mean, it's so hard because I played against so many great players, but we play Green Bay twice a year. We play them twice a year. They're in our division. I was fortunate enough to play against Brett Favre the first, I think, 7 years of my career when he was still there, and the last 6 were against Aaron. Both great players, but Aaron was different. Like he didn't turn the ball over. Look at his picks numbers when he was at Green Bay. Like it's like 10-1 or 12-1 picks to or touchdowns to interceptions. It's a crazy number. And then he added the running element as well. That's when quarterbacks started moving around quite a bit when he got in the league. He was just a pain in the ass, man. He was the hardest guy.
Didn't you have 2 picks against him?
No, I think I had one more than that, actually. Not that I remember. And
hey, you know what? He didn't throw a lot in his career, so that's a hell of an accomplishment.
Yeah, I had 1 in the playoff game. I think I had 2 in the regular season, but he was so good, still good. But
Yeah.
Man, he gave us fits. He knew what we were doing every single play. We tried to change our cadences. We tried to change our coverages and trick him. We'd have dummy calls. He knew. All the good ones know. Same with Peyton, same way with Tom, Drew. All those guys know what you're doing. You're not going to trick them, but if you give them a little bit of doubt, you're ahead of the game.
So, Brian, who was your favorite teammate then, if you could pick one?
Spotlight.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Yeah, I like once again I played with so many great guys and so many good friends.
Yeah.
Alex Brown was one of my favorite teammates, man. I met Alex actually when I was coming out for the draft, and he was a sophomore in college. We were both Walter Camp All-Americans, and we went to Connecticut to their gathering, whatever it was, and I met him there, and I watched him play in college, number 13. He was good that year. Sophomore year, he was good. Then we drafted him 2 years later, so I knew him already a little bit, and then, man, he impacted our team right away. His rookie year, he made some plays, and it was great for, I think, 7 years we had him. I still talk to AB. I'm actually going to see him. I guess the Bears play Arizona next weekend here in Arizona, so he's going to be out here for the game, so I'll have dinner with him. But he's one of my favorite guys. Hunter's a great guy. Nick Roach, so many dudes, man, that I play with. It's hard. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch, man. I played with a lot of guys over those 13 years, and a lot of close relationships.
Were you tight with anyone on the offensive side of the ball?
I was really close. Greg Olsen and I were really good friends. I'm sorry, Olin. Jeez, what's wrong with me? I talked to Olin still. I played with Olin for 11, 12 years.
Olin's awesome, man.
Olin was tough. Oh my gosh, very.
Yeah, there's some stories.
Oh yeah. There's good stories, but man, that dude was a team guy.
Yeah,
he was a team guy. I don't care what anyone says. He may not have done it the right way, but Olin put the team first, and he was the toughest mother effer I ever played with.
Yeah.
He played hurt. He
Some
played
Samoans, man.
It's just his mindset, and I think there's a lot to be said for that. And it fed it. The rest of us learned from that, especially as a young guy coming in and watching that. You learn. You see what it takes to play in that league. If you're hurt, let's say if you can't make it worse, you play. That was his mentality. That's my mentality. If you can make it worse, you may have set out. But if you cannot make the injury worse, your ass is playing. But
I've heard that.
Some great dudes, man. Yeah, Greg Olsen was a good friend of mine. We traded him for nothing.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike Martz. Thanks, Mike Martz.
Our system.
That was a black guy on this franchise. That's for sure.
That was horrible. I mean, for nothing. I mean, first round pick, and the guy's doing great. He doesn't fit our system. He catches too many balls. He's too athletic. He blocks too good. Let's get rid of him.
Yeah.
terrible.
Mike Martz special.
And to be honest, Greg Olsen's just as good of a person off the field too. So
Greg's a great dude. Yeah.
Dude, he's awesome. He's awesome on commentating too, man. Dude
talks a lot, doesn't he? He's supposed to.
Right.
Greg's always had a lot to say, which is why we love him so much.
Brian, what's your one NFL regret, brother?
They didn't win a Super Bowl. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's bar none. I mean, we got there and we shit the bed versus the Colts. Everyone wants to. Every time I talk to Rex, Rex. I'm like, Rex didn't give up 450 yards of offense. I thought it was the Bears. Their defense did that, right? Because Rex didn't play defense for us that game. We give up 250 passing and like 190 something rushing. So you can say Rex this, Rex that. Shit, our defense didn't show up that day. So that's we can look in the mirror on that one.
As I stated at the beginning, I grew up watching you guys from 22 to on. Lance Briggs was one of my favorites. I mean, you two guys just lit it up out there. What was the key to your guys' instantaneous chemistry that you guys created out there?
Lance is the most instinctive guy I've ever played with. Not even close. And the worst thing you can do for a guy like that is slow him down or make him not be him, because like he would line up and play like he'd have the A gap, but he'd be out here in the D. I'm like, dude, what are you? Pre-snap, I'm like, Lance, you got to be here, and he'd always end up there. And if he didn't, somehow it worked out. Man, the dude just made so many plays. He was unreal. I think we played off each other pretty well. We could give each other a look and know exactly what the other one was thinking. And that's not just us. That's the Coach Babich as well in our meetings, getting us lined up right and getting us on the same page. But he was unbelievable at just always knowing where to fit, man. And when you saw something, he went. Boom. He trusted his ability, and he went and made the play. Not a lot of guys with that belief in themselves, and Lance definitely believed himself and believed what he saw, and he made a lot of plays because of it.
He certainly looked like it out there, man. You two were remarkable.
We had a blast too on and off the field. Yeah. We had a good ass time always.
Yeah, and you guys meshed really well. You guys meshed really well with Hunter out there as well. He seemed to grasp it really quick with you guys.
Yeah, Hunter was great, and then you had Pisa in there and Nick Roach as well. You know, three guys
Nick Roach.
that played our sand position over those 6-7 years there. All three did a great job. Hunter was very sound. And Hunter was my backup as well that year I got hurt.
Yeah.
God, was it 09? I missed it with my wrist. Hunter did a great job stepping in there. Not easy to do, you know, because you got 10 sets of eyes looking at you every play. What's the call? What's the checks? So, you know, you got to step in there and nut up. But, yeah, Nick Roach was awesome. Super athletic guy off the edge. Pisa was just different. We couldn't keep Pisa healthy. He was that dude was a playmaker as well. Talk about some instincts. Him and Lance, oof, man, fast too. Fast as hell.
Wow.
Yep.
So Brian, what would you say is the secret sauce of that 2006 NFC Championship team?
Oh man, I think how much fun we had, and when you're winning, it's all fun, right? Everything is great. You're winning, you're scoring touchdowns on defense, punt returns. It's just fun. But man, our locker room, even when we lost, and we had some shitty years in there too, not just 06. I mean, 06 was great, but there were some shitty years around that, and we had fun no matter what. I loved going to work every day because how much fun our locker room was. Dude, we had a blast. We're playing baseball and then we're playing dodgeball. We've gone up the locker room every Saturday. We put the trash cans in the middle, offense and defense, dodgeball. You know, I read the dodgeballs. I go to Sports Authority, get the dodgeballs. We come in there and we play for an hour every Saturday. You know, we go and we do that. But just, I think how close we all were, offensively and defensively. We all got along well. You know, we competed at practice, but when it was time to have fun, man, that those teams had fun. But I think that was the number one thing. It's just learn how to kind of be around each other and have fun in the locker room.
Nice.
Brian, we could talk about your career forever, but let's shift gears really quick to right now with Caleb Williams and what's going on with him.
Heck yeah.
As you watch Caleb evolve from a deer in the headlights rookie QB in week 1 to big-time play machine in just 5 weeks, Brian, what has been the key to his remarkable growth as an NFL QB in just 1 month?
Yeah, I don't think he'd never not had it, honestly. So it's a huge difference when you can run the football in that league. You know, when you can run the football, you open up a lot of different things for your quarterbacks, and they all are a little bit better when you can run the football. DeAndre Swift has helped a ton run the football. By the way, I love Roschon Johnson. That dude's a badass.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude. We need more Roschon Johnson.
Yeah, DeAndre's the man. Don't give him a, but they got Herbert doesn't even get on the field anymore. Crazy.
I know.
That dude's a badass too. I mean, they got some guys in the backfield, but I think when you run the football, it helps everyone on offense. It helps your receivers because they're going to get more man coverage. They're going to load up, stop the run. Helps your quarterback know what coverage is pre-snap. He's making a lot of checks at the line of scrimmage. You know, he's looks like he's in command. It's very impressive, and I think we saw in college what he could be. Obviously, runs it, slides. I like it when he slides. I think that's a good deal. You know, don't get hit. We don't want to get him hurt. But yeah, just I think run the football helps, and his decisiveness at the line of scrimmage. You know, I feel like when he makes a check, that dude's like, this is what it's going to be. When he makes a check, and they go with it and run the play. They got some badasses around him, by the way. DJ Moore, Odunze is pretty good. Keenan Allen showed up in the London game. Their line's playing, but it's just, it's great to give one guy all the credit, but they're all playing better on offense. I'm sure he'll tell you that as well, being the type of guy that I think and know he is from what I've seen so far.
Hey, Brian, as we take a look at the here and now, what excites you most about the current Bears defense? You feel they need to improve on a little bit, maybe?
Man, they're good. You know, I'm a big Tremaine Edmonds fan. Him and TJ Edwards are pretty awesome. Their secondary are some. They get after it. You know, they're ball hawks. They get after the football. They will hit you. They'll tackle. Their corners tackle. They're not scared. Up front, you know, you can always get more pressure. I think if you want to nitpick, we'll say get more pressure on the quarterback because I think every defense can do that. But they play well together. Coach Flus has got them rolling. Defensive head coach, they should be good on defense, right? That's the way it should be. But I enjoy watching them play. They run to the football, man. I enjoy teams that play hard. And Coach Eberflus is from the Rob Marinelli kind of era. You know, the guys, they're. I'll tell you this from playing for Coach Marinelli, you're going to run to the football or you are not going to play. So watch their defense and watch how many hats they get around the football. And that's from Marinelli coaching Eberflus down the line. And those guys get to the football.
Yeah, I personally think too. Eric Washington was a fantastic addition to the staff this offseason.
Coach E.
Yeah.
So he was there when I was there.
Yeah. This is the second stint.
Yeah. He was a great coach, man. He was so much fun. He was at. Was he go to Carolina? Is that where he went there for a while? Or the Redskins?
I think so.
Maybe both. And he was with Chico for a while, Coach Rivera for a while. But man, what a great temperament that guy has for football. But he was our D-line coach when I was there for a couple of years. I love that dude, and I'm glad he's back as well. He deserves to be there.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Guys, really
Brian-
quick, some live updates.
I keep seeing all these things on my screen. Are these questions from fans? Is that what this is?
There's hundreds of them, man.
I'm trying to read it, but I can't talk and read at the same time. Stuff.
I mean, just a football player. What do you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
X, Deno, just X football player.
Hey, really quick,
Legend.
updates with Chicago sports. Blackhawk Predators 2-2 end of second. Bulls won 133-122 over the Bucks. And Trump right now is live at the podium in Michigan. I'm pretty sure that my boy Jim Miller is there.
He's already back in Michigan? I thought he was in Texas today.
It's live in Michigan, man.
Guy's a freaking machine, dude.
He's a machine, right? He never stops.
Doesn't sleep, just man, always working. Love it.
I love that he didn't go to that town hall the other day too. It would have been a mitigating disaster.
On the other 3-4-on-1, like the debate
exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't. He doesn't need to say anything else. His policies are what they are. Hers are what no one knows they are, but they're
Nobody knows.
We'll be unburdened by them when the past comes around and 4 to 6, whatever she's trying to say. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
Is it
we know that.
Did you just say the Bulls are playing? Is it preseason?
Yeah, it's over. No, they're in
Regular season. It's game 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched the NBA in like 5 years, so I didn't know they're back on. I do like me some college basketball though.
You know what, Brian? I just got back into the NBA last year. The playoffs were
Nick
exciting.
Ortiz, can we stop with the Urlacher news? He doesn't care about the Bears. Oh, someone sounds a little moist. Someone must have maybe he sent me a letter on Instagram or something. I didn't write him back.
But he chooses to read it.
So he might be a little moist about something. Who knows?
Hey, really quickly, Terrence Young, who we talked
Terrence.
about earlier, Brian.
Yes,
He's
yeah.
Let's.
You texted me that today, by the way. Terrence, good dude.
So Brian, the Bears' schedule is going to start to toughen here in the second half. What's Caleb got to continue to do to perform at the elite level that he has started to perform at?
Take care of the football. I think with the defense they have, and you guys have seen it, just take care of the football. Number one, he's going to make plays. They got some good players around him. Number one should be take care of that football. Don't lose games for your team. I think with their defense, they're going to be in every game, as you've seen. The Houston game was great. There was another one. I don't remember. They lost the game, but it was a good. All their games are one-score games. I feel like, unless they blow out, the Jags, they blew out. He's going to get better. The more looks he sees, the more reps he gets, he's going to get better and better. And just take care of the football and continue to grow and trust the players around you. They got good coaches too, by the way, on offense. The coach from Seattle.
Waldron.
No, the quarterback coach. Coach Waldron's the man too.
Oh, okay.
The quarterback coach is the man too. He
I keep forgetting his name.
Anyway, he worked with Gino up there in Seattle. He's a good coach, man. He knows how to. You see him on the sideline talking to Caleb. Just trust your coaches. Go with your game plan and stick to it. And he's always got that ad lib factor too. He can always do a little more than the other guys can because he's athletic as heck, and he's got a great dude. Got a cannon, by the way.
He just flicks, just at a flick of a wrist, dude.
It's like
Dude.
Michael Vick used to do that same shit. I'm like, no, 70 yards, he's barely threw it. Crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Brando, you got a question?
Oh yeah. Well, Brian, what do you hope to learn from this Sunday showdown with the Commanders? Hopefully, if Jaden Daniels plays, if he doesn't, but the Bears beat a team with a winning record, so this will be their third opportunity to do so. What do you expect to take away?
We'll see. I mean, that Redskins offense is good. So, and whether Daniels plays or Mariota's good too. We'll see. Yeah. Mariota's been around. He knows how to run. They played good second half versus whoever they beat up last week. Very formidable. Kingsbury knows how to call offense. So we'll see. But the defense, the Bears defense is going to hold their own. I think it'll be a low-scoring game. Not sure how good the defense is for the Redskins. So it'll be, it'll be good to see the offense put up some points versus them. But like you said, the schedule gets hard. You start getting those division games later in the season. The games that really matter, and that division is stacked. By the way, Minnesota got beat last night, but that division is good. Probably the best in football right now.
I'll tell you, it's going to be interesting. They score 31 points. We give them 18 points. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it.
I know it should be a good clash of good on good, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Iron sharpens iron, right?
Supposed to.
It's a-
Or you get exposed. Yeah.
There you go.
Daniels is pass. I think he's got like a 75% passing rate right now, completions. Where is he going to challenge the Bears' top 10 ranked secondary? Like, what's going to be the challenge for the Bears?
Well,
Against him?
they can play man. You know, the good thing about the Bears, they can play man. They can and they can get pressure. The thing that Daniels has done is improvise, man. When they get pressure on him, he you know, it's frustrating as a defense when you play. You execute your game plan and do the defense, and the quarterback runs for 7, 8, 9 yards and gets a first down. It's very frustrating, and it gets annoying during the game. You try and do a little more, just your eyes might start wandering back to him in your coverage as a linebacker or maybe a guy safety in the box. But they're going to play tight coverage. That's what those corners do for the Bears and their safeties as well. Just get up on them and jam them, and you know, I think you got to make them beat you throwing the football, though. You know,
Yeah.
Robinson's a good running back too, by the way. The Redskins running back's a really good football player.
Brian Robinson.
Yeah,
Robinson, yeah.
He's a
Robinson.
good player. But yeah, should be a good game, man. Like you said, get on good. Hopefully, no one gets exposed. Maybe they get exposed, not the Bears.
I think they
Brian,
are
I got a good
exposed.
I got a good question from KO Sports Talk. He said, ask Brian this question. If he was a linebacker, how would you attack
This command? It's the Redskins offense. I would, like I just said, I would take away the run, number one, and that's what we always try to do when I played. Is you make them one-dimensional. Take away the run, make them beat you throwing the football, and take your chances with that. And if they start, 𝐂𝐎𝐒 review from Brian. I think 𝐂𝐒 is the best time. I'm reading this question. Yeah, I agree. 𝐂𝐒 is the man. Anyway, make them one-dimensional if you can. And then, you know, if they start throwing you passing the ball, you have to adjust. If they start, you know, doing some things throwing the football, you adjust. But make them one-dimensional if you can, and if you can't, you know, you're in for a dogfight if they start doing all that. The tough thing is the emotions they do, and you got to keep your eyes on your gap or your responsibility every play. You can't get your eyes wandering. You just got to do your job, and hopefully someone makes a play.
You know, I was going to say the one thing that makes it a little tougher for the Bears was they were figuring out Jaden likes to go first read right. You're not going to have that advantage if Mariota's out there because he's a little bit more versed in the passing game. So
now, if I'm a Bear, I would take Mariota over playing Jalen Daniels.
I agree 100%.
I'd rather play against Marcus. No dig on him, but Jaden's playing good right now. That dude is awesome, man. He's playing so well. He's finding the open receivers, and like I said, he always gets those damn scramble yards, whether it's 3, 4, 5 yards. When you have him in the backfield, you know, it's tough to keep him there.
Yeah, and without him in, no Brisker, no Gordon, not having him there helps the Bears a little bit, in my opinion, anyways.
For sure.
I just wonder how Daniels is going to hold up, man, with the build he is.
Slide.
You know?
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Brian,
you
I
might
have
see
a
less
question.
runs. Yeah.
Have you, since he's dealing with some torn cartilage, have you ever dealt with torn cartilage? Tell us the pain and, you know, the movements that you have to deal with.
Yeah, as a linebacker, I mean, it didn't matter. I mean, I didn't break a rib, so I was playing. It's a little different because it didn't hurt my tackling motion. Maybe it did, but it didn't matter. Like I said, it was just a pain issue. It wasn't a can get worse issue. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, I tore some cartilage in my left side. I think 2010 or 11-10, the year we were good versus Detroit, but it wasn't broke. So I think I didn't miss practice or a game or anything like that. But I'm not throwing the football. You know, every throw, I'm sure he could feel it in there. So it's a little bit more uncomfortable for him, I'm sure. He's a little bigger part of the game than I was as well.
So who wins and why?
Well, I think the Bears are going to beat them. I think when you look at the weapons they have on offense and how well their defense is playing right now, they're going to give Kingsbury's the man. He's a bad dude, but that defense is going to give them fits, I think, because how physical they are up front and how well their secondary. Now, you said some guys are still out for the Bears? Yeah,
Brisker and Gordon are out.
Brisker and Gordon.
Those are pretty good football players right there.
Yeah, they are.
I still think they get it done. Up front, they're pretty good. Their linebackers are solid. And then offensively, you know, if Caleb keeps improving and they run the football, they have a good chance to pull this game out. On the road, it's going to be tough. That's a tough place stadium to play out.
I love Montez Sweat in a revenge match
Going
here.
back, trading away. That D-line for the Redskins is pretty damn good, too.
Yep. They'll be missing Jonathan Allen, which is good for us, but
he's out, too?
Yeah.
He's out for the year.
Oh, that sucks. I hate it when guys. The worst thing, man, I can't stand when guys get hurt. Drives me crazy. Man, I just wish every team could play with everyone healthy all the time. It'd be so much easier.
You got that
Brian,
right.
I like this
Cheers.
question.
Personally, what moves do the Bears need to make in your eyes as we approach the trade deadline?
I have no idea. I don't pay attention to that shit. I don't know, man. Just use the guys you have. Unless there's a major injury, keep the guys you have. You saw the Chiefs traded for Hopkins. They had a bunch of guys go down at receiver. You know, that hasn't been the situation for the Bears. I don't feel like they're not that deep in injuries right now. Keep what you got, improve them, and the guys behind them, make sure when they do get their chance to play, they take advantage of it. And that's the way I look at the trade deadline. If you got a guy at the trade deadline, great. But they're going to be behind, right? They're not going to know your system. They're not going to know your scheme. Defensively, they're probably going to be a couple of weeks before they can get out there and play and know what they're doing. Offensively, same way. So it's just they're good. They got what they need right now, I feel like.
And they got a lot of draft picks next year, so I mean, it's not.
They do.
Yeah.
Draft picks are good. Draft picks are so great because they all pan out, right?
Right.
Brian, one final question. We're just going to put a bow on this and let you go
Okay.
because
Yep.
we've got a lot going on. What's a day in the life of Brian Urlacher like these days, man?
Running a lot of damn errands these last couple of days. Man, all I do is freaking drive around. Had to take nachos.
Like the rest of us.
We had to go to an hour to the vet yesterday for nachos. Sat there for an hour and a half. Then we drove home in traffic. There's a wreck on the freeway on the way home. But normally. So today I got up, lifted. Takes me 25 minutes to lift, by the way. I don't do much, but I do something. Picked up cow shit and donkey shit. Then I fed those donkeys and cows. Then I lifted. Then I came in and rode the Peloton for half an hour. Then I got in the sauna for half an hour, or 20 minutes, too hot. Did that. Then we started running errands. I went and had breakfast, had a burrito express. Then ran some errands. And I usually play golf, but the golf courses right now, both places I'm a member at are closed because of overseed. So no golf today, but usually there's golf squeezed in there around 10:30 or 11. Go do that. Kids are all in college. They're all off doing their own thing. So, figure out
Hey,
stuff to
Brian, it
do.
looks like you can suit up right now, man. We'll get you
I
back out
appreciate
there.
it. Yeah, definitely not. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you, the last time I ran was a softball game about 6 years ago, and I pulled my hamstring.
No.
So, but I was safe at first base pulling my hamstring. But yeah, I just ride my bike, man. That's the way I do my cardio and my little sissy 20-minute lift that I do every morning. That's about all I can do these days. That's all I want to do.
Dude, those saunas, you feel great once you get out of that sauna, don't you, man?
Yeah, my wife got this. I think it's a red light sauna is what it's called. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, I get in there. It's like 125. So I turn it on, jump on the Peloton, and then get off there, wipe off, get in there, and I'm just already sweating anyway. So it's nice to have that going. If I'm lucky, I stay 25 minutes because I'm just drenched.
Yeah, that's rough. 20.
Yeah, and the only time I drink water really is when I'm in that thing. So the water's not my thing. So that's about the only water intake I get all day.
So,
Right.
hey, Brian, really quick, between Kansas and Notre Dame, which way do you go? Which way do you swing there? I'm a Jayhawk. That's why I'm
Okay,
asking.
so
Rock
both-
chalk.
So my oldest daughter graduated from KU, so she's a second-year law student in 22, I guess.
Yeah.
And my youngest daughter, my middle child, my youngest daughter went there last year. And after October, she didn't want to go to school anymore, so she didn't go to school. But she still lives there. She's DJing at a nightclub there, so she does that. That's awesome. She does a good job of that. And my son's at ND, so I think I can say, with being okay with it, Notre Dame. My son plays ball there. You know, the girls didn't play football there. They're fans of Jayhawks. When the Jayhawks are playing, I'm a fan too. But Kennedy is at ND playing football, so I can root for them. Big game in the morning. Got the number 24 ranked Navy midshipman out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Go Navy, baby.
I don't think it'll be that good of a game, but yeah, they're playing tomorrow. Hey, MD up front has got some dudes, man. They should be able to handle that. I hope handle that option because once that option gets going, man, those dudes they don't
They
stop.
can run, yeah.
It's
Hell yeah.
annoying. We had Air Force in our conference while I was in college. Oh shit, I hated playing those guys. And I had 24 tackles one year. We lost 56-14, but I had like 24 tackles one year. They beat our ass. They're good, man.
Hey, Brian, really quickly, Terrence Young's wife, Karen, she's
yes.
at the chat. She wants to know, how is it like watching your son play at Notre Dame?
It's awesome. It's so fulfilling. Like, you know, I watched him. I remember in 8th, 9th grade, he was a little guy. I'm like, damn, he's playing. He started at corner on varsity as a 5'9", 140-pound freshman. I'm like, ugh, he's gonna get hurt. But he played the whole season, did good, and he transferred schools to a bigger school, and he started growing a little bit. He played safe. They put him in safety, but just to see how far he's come in the last 4 years, man, the dude busted his ass to get where he's at. He doesn't want anything given to him because of his last name. I will tell you that much. Everything he gets, he wants to earn, and
That's
I think
awesome.
he has. He wants to make it very clear that he wants to do everything because he has the ability and the work ethic to get where he's at, and that's what I appreciate about him. He does not take the easy way. He busts his ass. If someone's doing something, he feels like he has to go above and beyond everybody else because of his last name. Does that make sense?
Hey,
Oh
man,
yeah,
He
absolutely.
can't
Yeah.
slack. Yeah, there's no slacking for
Yeah.
that dude.
Yeah.
you're not
And he's
giving,
done
right?
No, yeah, he's done that. He's his work ethic is unbelievable. All three of my kids are great work ethic. They bust their asses. But he, like I said, his last name is not a crutch for him. That dude goes above and beyond.
I think they had a good example, Brian.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, my oldest is in law school up at Marquette, not too far from y'all. She's a
Oh,
second year law student at Marquette. She reads like 62,000 pages a day. I don't know how the hell she does it. I mean, I can read really fast. I just don't remember what I read.
Right.
She remembers it all. Like, I'm a super fast reader. I just don't know what I just read. You can't ask me questions about what I read because I don't remember it. She
That's why I
remembers
listen to
it all.
audiobooks.
Even then, I don't remember. But she's good. My middle daughter, she's a DJ. She loves it. So yeah, just three very different personalities, which is awesome.
Nice.
We'll close out on this last final thought. Bear Down wants to know if we could have Urlacher join back on the
On the next show. When's your
Let's
next
push
show?
it.
They're gonna get time. That one guy's gonna be a little moist again because I don't even like it. Yeah, I love doing podcasts.
Brian,
They're fun.
I took your advice about a little bit of,
Yeah,
I left him in. I didn't boot him. So
yeah. It's a free country for now. Yeah,
For now.
still free. Hopefully,
We'll be all right.
they said the Tom Brady juke. How did it feel? It didn't feel as good as the pick or the sack when I got him, but shit happens. What about the Jerome Bettis running me over or Brandon Jacobs ran me over? What else can I bring up? Bad shit that happened. Man, you play 13 years. There's going to be some bad plays going your direction, and I have plenty of those. I missed a lot of tackles too, believe it or not. So, yeah.
Hey, Brian.
happens.
I think that gold jacket proved you did all right.
There you go. Yeah,
Watching you guys with that Robert Trailer pick against Jacksonville and the makeup.
Tractor.
Dude, you guys running down I was actually sitting there. Robert Trailer was running right at me, and you guys coming down. I didn't even chance to ask you about
Keith,
Brian.
it was Keith Tractor Trailer.
Keith
Keith Trailer.
Yeah, Keith Tractor Trailer.
Bro, Zoom was like, dude, pitch me the ball. Zoom was standing right behind him. Trailer was like, running out. He had the ball took. They hold the ball all weird as D lineman, but he didn't fumble.
Yeah.
He did his job.
That was awesome.
That was a great game. And then also one of the best plays when Vash returned that field goal versus the Niners in 109.
Oh yeah, 109. Yeah.
60 yards in the air. Nedney kicks it and Vash gets it, and I was like, "Stay in." He's like, "Nope." And he ran it back. It was awesome.
And the wind was blowing like 50 miles per hour that day, right?
One of Robbie's kicks literally pole vaulted 80 yards right of the pole. It was crazy. Someone sent me a highlight of that the other day of how bad the wind was blowing. But yeah, unbelievable. That was a windy ass game.
Hell yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, once again, Brian Urlacher. Brian, thank you for coming to our show.
Yeah, guys, thanks for talking to me. Great questions.
Thanks, brother.
See y'all.
All right, man.
Take care, guys.
Have a good one, man.
Number 54, boys. How about that?
He was awesome, man. He was awesome, dude.
That was awesome, man. That was great. That was
Good
fantastic.
job, boys. You guys did a great job composing it. Now we can all just kind of let loose and just kind of.
Man, thanks to Brian Urlacher. Really appreciate that one, man.
Yeah,
I
thanks, man.
see that clip freaking we're not worthy. We're not worthy. Oh man, the chat was on fire, man.
I can't believe I just said Robert Trailer instead of Keith Tractor Trailer, man.
That's all right, dude.
That's all right, bro.
I was in the presence of greatness.
Yeah, you did great. Hey, when you stare at the sun, what happens, dude? You go blind. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
a lot of shine there.
That was fantastic, man. Everyone in the chat, you guys were awesome. You guys were nailing it, dude. Hit that like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. That was amazing.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It really helps with the show, man, when you guys are involved in it,
Hey, seriously, to all 7 of you out of over 150, thank you very much for hitting that like and hearts for Brian Urlacher. Let's try to get those up a little bit more, boys. Come on. It was
Come on, man.
I'm gonna log on and I'm gonna do it.
Subscribing hard, putting a notification bell for Mr. Urlacher. Who are you gonna do it for? Let's go.
Let's go. Fire it up.
I promise it'll only take 0.25 seconds to hit that like button.
Still glowing right now. I just like
Dude.
Dude, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Usually I'm like dozing off at this time of night. I'm not even able to go to sleep now, dude.
You know
Dude,
what?
I didn't even need coffee.
You know what I got next? I recorded the Jayhawks game. I got to watch Jayhawks in Arkansas now.
Oh God.
Hey, I can only speak this into existence that Brian will be back. He never even said, but let's speak it into existence, boys. I think
Oh, he will be.
I think he will.
I think so.
He seemed like he had a blast.
Dude, it's just like we're.
Existence, though. I think he wants to knuckle up with somebody. That guy next time, if he's still in the chat, you need to come hard and bring some more friends, sir.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this is weak, man. It comes something. Shit.
What did you say, moist?
Yeah.
I didn't even have to I didn't even have to freaking like security or whatever. Like he could.
He probably typed that from his mom's basement anyway. So.
Mom!
Where's mom? Where's the meatloaf?
Hey, Keith, we've already had Kreutz, bro. If you look back last year, he did an interview with me at Bridges Scoreboard for Mr. Mongo. Man, he came out, showed out, and helped out. So yeah, Mr. 57, man, great guy.
Lance Briggs got to be next, man. That's my guy.
He wants to. He got a game tonight. Otherwise, he would have been on too. We would have been tag team.
Oh man, our heads would have exploded.
Watched his son play last night, and he coached 2 nights. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Can you imagine Briggs and Urlacher? We would have, my head would have exploded, dude.
I wouldn't have
He
been.
did explode like 50 times. Show you guys just didn't even see it yet. It got like so big and it's red. See, look at my cheeks; they're so freaking red right now, man.
Oh, dude, I'm glowing inside. I am glowing inside right now.
Hey, what about Bearski? Bearski's like, thank you so much for sharing. No, thank you for the video, bro. We had something to freaking
dude.
Yeah. Man, he's gonna remember this forever. We'll remember that forever because that is forever one of our favorite moments in the history of ever, man. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Bearski.
I've had some good ones. This is definitely my favorite moment in podcasting right now, right here.
Oh,
this last 50 minutes. That's for damn sure.
I didn't wake up this morning thinking I was gonna be doing this.
Me either.
Bro, I drew blood and I had an idea after I drew blood. I don't know if they drew too much or what, but I was like, hey, Mr. Brian, what are you doing?
Hey, bro, I think you need to draw blood every Friday night now, every Friday morning.
If I do and you see Urlacher, you know I drew blood, bro. I just you, Brian. Let's go.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, having that video was funny, man. Just having him here to talk. I mean, he is a fun interview, man. He doesn't give a shit, and I love it.
Yeah, it's just like I felt like we're all around this. All 4 of us were all around the same age. I just feel like we were just sitting there shooting the shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it was awesome.
I tell you what, when we go do our live events, obviously you guys are Chicago Sports Podcast. You're part of the crew. Hop up there, and he's going to be the same way on the screen as because Jim, not because I have all of this, but him and Jim Miller are like best of buds, bro. They're and so he's gave me colorful detail about how awesome, just down to earth Brian is, man. He's just like one of us, blue collar guy, and really, really good dude, except Hall of Famer, and we're not. So yeah.
Hey, and speaking of Jim Miller was awesome too, man. When he comes to those live events, he's awesome, man.
I have to make it out to one of these weekends.
Yeah.
Keith has a question for you guys. Is Sela taking a job with the Packers? I think
he did. He did.
Yeah. Is he like a defensive, not assistant? Or,
yeah, he's like an advisor and assistant.
Yeah, advisor. Yeah.
Yes,
bro. So this podcast world is crazy because last night I was on the show with Keith and we had Urlacher on, but it didn't work out. And then tonight 24 hours later, he's on the show. And what did you say yesterday, Sean? You're like, I wish, he would have came on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it just, the ebb and flow of podcasting is just crazy and bananas, especially with those type of iconic figures. Like when you think of Chicago, when you think of Mr. Chicago, you think of Brian Urlacher, number 50.
I got a wall dedicated to him.
He's on the Mount Rushmore of Chicago Bears. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally.
Oh, I think we have some really good advice from 𝐶𝐒. Yeah, so there you go.
That's awesome.
Would you
So
text
anyways, guys, if you guys have any parting? Dude, Sean, I need to pick your head, bro. You gave me 3 guys. I already forgot who they were. I need 5 more for a 8-legger on underdog.
I'm gonna go in and tomorrow in the morning, and I'm gonna put up a post because I was gonna get to it today, and my entire day got ruined and shook up, and I never got a chance to sit down and dive into stuff. But I am tomorrow because by like 3, so I'm gonna get it out early.
I eagerly await that shit, man.
I'll tag you guys on it.
Yeah,
one of these weeks I'm gonna go bust, man. So.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen for sure. Can't go any worse than I normally pick.
And I have to apologize to everyone because I know I told you Cooper Kupp over 68. I would have never picked that if they would have told me that Puka Nacua was playing last night. I would have went with Puka instead of Cooper, but I already placed a bet on Wednesday, and it pissed me off because post game, Puka said on Monday they told me I was playing on Thursday, and they kept it quiet all week.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's why they call it gambling, bro.
The frustrating little tidbits.
So, real quick, you guys go ahead, B.
Go ahead, brother.
You guys confident that the Bears are going to pull off a win Sunday or what?
Yeah.
I know, Sean, you said you are. What about you, Brandon?
Like button and subscribe. We need to see you back, man. You had some really good content. I love you being in here and being active with all these other guys. You're a new name. There's several names in here. One guy was a freaking Redskin fan. That was really cool. He gave a huge shout out to Urlacher, and now for forever remember that because that is, really cool pollination, cross-pollination. I love that, man. If I'm even saying the right, just do it. Forget it. Hey, but I need to know seriously, Sean. Give us something. Give us a nugget of the day. Somebody that
hold on. I started writing some down. Hold on. I have to go into my sheet, dude, because I don't
give
remember.
us a freebie, bro. Let everybody hit the promo code.
Oh, dude, Javonte Williams over his rushing with the touchdown against Carolina, dude. That's got money in the bank, dude. Carolina.
I already got that in. I already got that one in, Sean.
Dude. Lock that shit in, dude.
Hey, and before you do that, get on Underdog Fantasy is one of our proud sponsors. Enter the promo code CSP for Chicago Sports Podcast, and they will match up to your first $1,000 and 50% of your second $1,000. Enter the promo code CSP. You only have to put in like $10 to put it in, and if you do like an 8-legger, you can win hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But listen to Sean because he's like 70-something%. His betting is better than my grades throughout all of school. So listen, you know what? That's not really good comparison.
I mean, we're not setting the bar real high on that one.
I really believe in this guy because he was over 50%, bro.
I'll tell you this too. Hey, look at David Njoku, man. The Ravens are hemorrhaging wide receiving yards to tight ends, dude. I mean, they're getting blasted weekly. 𝐾 had 7 for 95 on Thursday night.
Yes.
Wow.
So he might even went over 100.
Sean, next time we're going to go in early on this with Brian because he loves to visit the casinos and have a good time.
Oh,
so
dude,
he would appreciate and eat all that up, bro. So make sure you cook next time and get it all together for him, man.
I'm always. I actually have a bunch written down right here, but I haven't got them yet written in. So they're here. I'm working on getting them posted.
Bro, be careful. You might see a broken window. power's gone in the middle of the night.
Hey, Sean, where can they, is for people that don't know, where can they find those, that post?
I'll post them on CSP and 4-Star Chicago Sports.
Tell me where you're at and what time you have your shows, bro. You guys got to check Sean out and the rest of the boys at 4 Stars.
4-Star Chicago Sports. We do Monday Bears recap from 6 to 7:30. Then the boys jump on CSP afterwards. Wednesday, Kyle and I give a River Street or an Ideal Amusement Chicago Bears preview. We roll into fantasy and the bets, and then we jump on CSP right after that and break down whatever we're talking about here. And then we make special guest appearances to see guys who wear awesome gold jackets.
One big happy family, bro.
I'll tell you what, Sean.
Sorry, hold on really quick. And the bare minimum with Dustin and Brandon after Thursday Night Football, late night, they're burning the midnight oil.
Do that. Check out the oil, man. It's slick. So check this out. Speaking of oil, we got some cooking oil because I tried to cook with Sean. I had an idea instead of 4-Star. Let's make it 5 guys. And he says, bro, you know what? You've got your own show. We come over, we help you out, we cook. Five guys is already like patent pending in TM. So you'd be in a lot of trouble if we did 5 guys. Let's just do 4-Star.
Hey, you know what?
The only thing is make sure it's not any P. Diddy oil, and you'll be all right.
Whoa!
Wait, did I say that out loud?
You know what? We're one big happy.
I'll be here all weekend, folks.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, I like PT 57, 32-14 Bears. Let's stop a mud hole in them and walk it dry, boys. The only thing I will be honest, because Brisker and Gordon mean so much to this defense, it gives me a little fear that Washington might have a little easier time rushing the ball or moving the ball, but I still think the Bears are going to win.
Yeah, I think the Bears will pull it out. I think maybe 2017.
I agree, Bruja. That's why I'm trying to change the subjects. I'm trying to get these guys back on track. We're going to
Whoa, Bradley. What's that do for work?
What are the
full-time podcasters, bro? We're not.
Come on, yeah. It's not obvious what we do for work. We do work. That's what we do.
We do work, man. Hey, you want to know something funny though? During the podcast last night, I was going through these sound bites in music, and I was trying to pull up a song really quick to surprise Keith because he ain't on tonight because it's his 60th birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Keith!
Yeah. So listen, dude, I tried to find this song right here. Where is it at? Hold on here. Here it is. There it is.
Woo! Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them.
So I tried to play that for him because, he was going out for his birthday and he wasn't staying in with us, right? But I hit the one right below it and things got really weird. Listen to this.
Oh, shit.
I know what you're doing for your 60th birthday. Dude, he was like looking at me like, bro, did you just make a pass at me or what, dude? What's going on? I thought about that earlier when you're like P. Diddy oil and all that stuff.
Hey, Brew, really quick, man. I'm confident in the backups too. They're just not Gordon and Brisker. You know what I mean, brother?
Brad, I work for the railroad.
I work for a steel mill.
I do roofing and siding.
So blue collar. Yeah, you don't get no more blue collar than that, I guess.
Yeah, we got work boots, and then we trade them in for sneakers on a podcast in a cold garage. So
backwards hats.
You gotta turn your head around, Trex. You gotta be the backwards hats on.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
PSH, baby. Ooh.
Not balding under there.
You guys got any closing thoughts or whatever?
Hey, man, thanks to everybody for showing up. Trax, thanks for putting this thing together today. This was fantastic. We love all you guys in the chat. Hit that like and subscribe. check us out on Mondays and Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. We'll be around, just a bunch of bozos talking sports, man. It's a great time.
Yeah, just anybody still watching, man. If you go ahead, like we said, just like, share, tell your friends, tell your family, spread the word. We appreciate all your support.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you guys know, I misspoke. I'm at a steel mill. I did say I work at a steel mill. Ed reminded me quickly that Ed
You were employed by a steel mill.
employed by a steel mill. Hey, let's do what Ed Buckley says. 38-17 Bears. Let's
Holy shit!
Yep. Let's do our figures of the day, man. What do you think, man? What are you going with, Sean?
I got 28-13 if Mariota plays. If it's Daniels, I got 24-20.
I got 2017.
Either way,
I don't think. Yeah, either way, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that neither quarterback has seen a defense like this. And the Bears have kept every team below 21 points so far this year.
Yep,
I don't think
18.6.
I mean, I know Washington's got the top offense in the league right now, but again, they haven't played a defense. And I know it's a different team than last year, but the Bears handled them pretty handily last year also. So I think it's going to be 2017 either way.
I got 34-20 if the broken rib
Oh,
comes in and plays with the banged up ribs. If not, Mariota plays. I got 31-17. So yeah.
see, I with my calculation, my calculations is even if Daniels plays that broken rib or whatever, the rib is gonna hurt him a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's gonna be the Daniels that he's been the first 6 games.
Short passes and stuff, probably cocking back with that rib to throw deep passes is probably going to hurt him, man.
He hasn't played a defense as good as ours. I'm telling you that.
I agree.
Brian was glowing. Brian was glowing about our defense. Brian, Mr. 54, was glowing about our defense, and he wasn't even worried about a couple guys being banged up and out. He's confident.
Right.
If he's confident, I'm confident. Let's go. Let's take the field, Brian. Yeah.
Let's go, man. I'm ready to go. Let's go to Washington right now. Let's go. Suit up.
Nation's capital.
Yeah. 30-17, not quite as good as last week, but close. Yeah, I hope. You know what? At the end of the day, as long as we get the dub, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't care if we win by one. This ain't the NCAA. If you win by 1 point, that's all that matters, right?
But I do like the fact that since the Vikings lost 2 in a row, if we win, that moves us out of the doghouse, and we're right in the middle. So this is good, man. I like this.
I've been saying I think Minnesota is going to come back down to earth a little bit here. I think they're still a great team, but I think they're going to come down to earth a little bit here.
I still think.
John Bano, did you guys hear Michael's take, Tosos, last night? Sorry if I mispronounced your name, bro, but it's real fancy, and I'm not. He was talking about the fact that Kingsbury, all going back from Texas Tech to Arizona, and now he starts off really hot and then he fizzles towards the end because people start to figuring
it out. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he broke down all the stats, Sean. I mean, it was all the numbers.
I still think for both of these quarterbacks, Caleb and Jaden, we're gonna have some welcome to the NFL rookie moments still.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I love that. I love the way that it's going. But I agree with Cliff here, man. Dershaw is a big loss, and I hate to say this. I was not on the Vikings to start the season. They started off; they're 5-2 now. They lost back-to-back. I said it on the Wednesday show. If you were listening, take the Rams plus the 3. If you didn't like that, play them to 6. I did not think the Vikings were going to win this game, and I continue to think Sam Darnold is going to turn into the pumpkin that he has been his entire career. So that's just my opinion on it. I still think they're the worst team in this division. I do. So
whoa. We can't give any of our secret information out. We have a visitor, and he's going to take all of our secret sauces back to the Capitol.
He's going right back to Kingsbury.
Oh, bro.
Oh, is this our Washington Redskins fan in the house?
That's what I'm partaking right here. That's what I see. I don't know. I might be to it.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, Redskins guy. This is what's going to happen over the next decade. It's going to be the new Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning.
Magic Johnson, Larry Bird.
We're going to see you guys for a long time and hopefully kick your ass for a long time.
I'll tell you right now, if Jaden takes the field, this is exactly what Caleb's going to do. He's going to go over the top, man.
Over the top. Where's Tyson Bagent's daddy at?
Right?
Let's get him out there.
Hey, breaking news, Bruce, man. Thank you, man. Love you. I love how you support us. You got
Thanks,
a great
Bruce.
for
Thanks, buddy.
sports podcast. This guy was freaking breaking bread with Waddle a little bit ago, and he made it in time for the freaking podcast, man.
Nice,
He's on fire, man. Thank you, man.
Bruce is everywhere, man. I swear there's like 5 Bruces.
There's almost as many Bruces as there are Brandons.
That's what's a trip is there is a lot of Brandons and there's only one Bruce, but he covers he's like water. He covers 90% of the earth. So, yeah, man, seriously, I'm excited about the game, and I love, a lot of people want to say Caleb versus Jaden. Who cares? We got 2 really good quarterbacks,
Right?
And they're, and let's be blessed and enjoy the moment that we're in, the season that we're in. It's going to be great, and I think that we, as a team, are better off because of our defense and the sum of our parts with our special teams, our kicker, our punter, everything, all inclusive, and our
receivers, yep.
Met and Swift and all that, man. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I concur.
You know what was
that
funny?
big word?
I brought up a really good analogy that my mom used to say, Sean. We would have, the five boys and the 3 girls. We would be all at the table, and she said, "Pay attention to what everybody's eating, because if nobody's ate or they're only on their first plate, and you're on your third." Obviously, you could tell I've had many plates and sat at the right end of
So
it.
you were probably on that third a lot, huh?
I was right by the pot. Put the pot and just laid
Did she look right at you when she said that?
Well, she did more than, this head swelled up, not just because I ate so much, it was because of all the shots to the dome, bro. So, but listen, that didn't stop the freaking fork discipline, dude. I kept at it, bro. I took the hits. No, but what I'm getting at, there's something to this, is that's how I look at our offense. There's so many people out there that are going to eat that I don't know who's going to get what. Are we going to look at DJ Moore going off and getting his 230 yards and 3 touchdowns, or is it going to be evenly distributed? Who knows, man? I mean, it could go either way. And that in itself is something that a defense cannot plan for, bro.
I'll tell you this: if I can be selfish for 1 minute, I could really use that because I need to win in fantasy really, really bad. Hey, getting 220 and 3 touchdowns. Oh, I'd be doing a backflip.
As long as we win, I don't care, bro. You can have all of it,
I got you. And you know what? If I lose my fantasy matchup and it's Roma Dunze who does that, I'm perfectly fine with that too, because I just want the Bears to win. I agree with that 100%, Trax. Try not to be too selfish.
You know what? I want to piggyback off of what Cliff said. He says, I want to see the Bears secondary shut down Washington wide receivers. I will see the Bears wide receiver shut down the secondary also, because the reciprocal of that is Washington's secondary is bootylicious. They're ranked like 26th. And it's going to be worse after they get a hold of Caleb, man. Caleb's going to get a hold of them is what I mean. So,
and I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure when I was going over the stats on the inside of this game, I'm pretty sure that offensive line for Washington's given up like 19 sacks this year. So this is – I think I read that. I could be wrong on that, though.
Hey, for the guy that can't count below 0, I want to know this from you, pal. Who is going to blast us? What defensive lineman that's worth the salt? You traded them all away. We've got the best one, knucklehead. Sorry.
Keep coming back, bro.
Don't even got Chase Daniels anymore.
He's got balls of steel, man. I would not be coming up in a freaking 163 people right now in the chat. I would not be coming up into Washington in a chat outnumbered with Brian Urlacher on the show talking smack, dude. Goes to you, bro.
Hey, Cliff, I didn't hear about Allen being injured. What's going on with that? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's out all year, man.
Oh, Jonathan Allen. I thought he was talking about Allen.
Oh, no.
I was like, wait a minute, I missed that.
I mean, it's not.
Any of that.
That's not. Allen, our Allen is injured quite a bit though, so it wouldn't be a shocker.
That's why when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, because he just goes DJ Roman Allen all over 100, and then he goes Allen is injured, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. unless he thought that it was our Allen and it's Josh Allen, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, he said Keenan is good. He was talking about Jonathan Allen.
Bruce said, yeah, but it's a chat, not a group down at the pub. It can be. Drop your location. Let's go.
I'll meet at Bridges Scoreboard.
Whoa.
Hey, look at some River Street. River Street, I think their capacity, that would be pretty tight. Yeah, I think you get 100 upstairs. I know you can get 500 downstairs.
Wow. Bro.
I'm pretty sure.
When you guys have a big event or something, I'm sure you guys will have a podcast up there soon or something. Let me know, man. I want to come support you and check it out and eat all that.
You're not going to like it, but I think they're never open on Mondays, but I think we're going to do something for the December 16th matchup against the Vikings.
Okay, cool.
I think we're trying to work it out. I got an Urlacher autograph picture. I got a Hampton. We got a guy who donated a football with like 10 autographs of like a 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒, Williams, and we're hooked up with Bears Care, so we're going to raise money for charity. We're trying to put it all together. We'll have some details coming out. As soon as we get them out, we're going to obviously share them with CSP and see if there's anything that we could do together to make it fantastic. But we're trying to iron out the details as we speak.
Hey, are they your proud sponsor now, bro?
They're a proud sponsor of Mondays are River Street Victory Mondays, hopefully.
Let's go, bro. Nice.
And Ideal Amusements hooked up, and I'm trying to work on a couple others for 4 stars right now. So we're just trying to be CSP right now.
No, dude, you guys got an entirely sauce going on, man. I'm gonna tell you something. You guys are tried and true, and you stay blue to what you're doing, and keep it up, man. I like what you guys got, man. I like what you guys got.
You guys add a lot of value, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, having you guys around helps us a lot. That's for sure. Brandon leading the way, always pumping advice and suggestions and things in our ears, always helpful.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. A lot of it was, operator error and, all kinds of stuff.
Hey, isn't that how it works? Trial by error, man.
Yeah. Or by a firing squad. Can I tell you guys my first podcasting? What happened? Have you guys heard the story?
I think I may have. Yeah, but go ahead.
Let me tell Sean really quick. Humble beginnings, bro. So I found out how to go live on Facebook. I'm like, cool, let's do this. So I had my phone, and it was a lot worse than this. It was not a brand new iPhone. This is not brand new, but it's like a year or two old. 14 Pro Max, which sounds like a sexual deal. But
I got one of those in the closet. Wait, are we talking about phones?
So I had it up on the town trash can, Sean, and I had one viewer, Sean. And I had my phone up like this on the trash can, and it freaking slid off and it hit the ground. I said, hold on, buddy. Wait right there. I'm going to put down and pick this up. And I was like 97 pounds heavier, so you could hear me breathing through my I'm like, I reached down and pick it up. I put it back on the freaking back on the town trash can, and I kind of Jimmy it like right over by, where the handle is, right there, the plastic handle, reinforced handle. I put it like that, and I said, hold on, I got an idea. Out of the corner of my eye, I freaking matrixed a Folgers coffee can that I put my nails in. I brought it over, and I backstop it. I says, all right, bro, I'm not going to lose you. And I was like, wait a second. Yes, you're still there. All right, it's showtime. I went from that to this, man. It's awesome, dude.
We need to find that guy.
And I was interviewing myself.
That's
So,
awesome.
anyways,
That was great. That was great. So what's
Not-
on? What's on the plan for the weekend, boys? I got a Halloween party tomorrow, and then obviously Sunday for football.
yeah. You know what? I wanted to ask you. I just got to work Saturday. Going to hang out with the kiddo. Going to do some fishing. Pull out some freaking hogs. Do some wrestling. Figure. YouTube videos with him on his show, Gamer Kids vs. Gamer Dad. He does a lot of wrestling stuff and sends it to Mongo and Ric Flair and freaking all those guys. They love it. Stinger. He does one with Stinger and I get the thumbs up every once in a while, and stuff like that. Freaking who else likes it? What's his name from freaking there's so many, man. We sent him to so many freaking. But anyways, and then Sunday, obviously, going to be at Bridges Scoreboard at 2:00. We're going to do the pregame show, halftime, postgame. They're going to give away a 55-inch television, a lot of other stuff, and a bunch of tip boards and all that kind of stuff, jerseys and pictures and all the good treats up there with food and drink specials and whatnot. And then next Sunday, for the Cards game at 2:00, Dana will be up there with me and Jimmy, and then we're gonna have the real Jim stand up, Jim Miller. Chicago Bears Miller will be up there, and Big Cat Williams. I've officially pulled a tape measure and made sure that his head will clear all of the ceiling tiles for good to go. So we're
That's
gonna have
awesome.
those guys in the building at the same damn time, and they're going to be doing a podcast interview with us, and they're going to be calling the game live during the whole time, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, dude.
Come on out
Jim-
there.
I just looked it up. It's 78 miles from my house.
Let's go, Sean.
Dude.
We need you. Reinforce.
Dude, Jim Miller does a great job with that commentating, man, during those
Yeah.
lives. And
Yeah.
if you guys are in the area, man, I'm telling you, Bridges is a great place. It's got great food, great atmosphere, and with Miller and us out there, man, I promise you, it's going to be a good time. So if you're around, you ain't doing nothing for the game, come by and see us.
You will never have the time of your life like Steve did from the YMCA, bro. This guy opens the doors for all of us. I thought he worked there for a while. Old man was in the freaking labor union. He was the president there. He goes up there, works out all the time. Even when he had shoulder surgery, he'd still be working out this one and on the treadmill, talk a lot, walk a little, and all this good stuff, man. But I had him up there. It was his like 45th wedding anniversary, right? And he had $15,000. $15,000 if he would have won 5 and 6. And I
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? I go over to Jim. He goes into the bathroom. Freaking Steve goes into the bathroom with like a minute something left, and it goes all the way down to like 20 seconds or something like that. And I said, Jim, really quickly, does Steve come out of the bathroom or stay in? He goes, no. Tell him to stay in, and he can only go number 1. If he goes number 2, all bets are off, and he has to stay in the bathroom. So I ran in there, and I'm like, do I tap him on the shoulder if he's going wee-wee or what, dude? I don't know. Luckily, he was washing his hands and getting ready to dry him off. He stayed in the bathroom. I says, don't come out until you hear a thunderous applause. He heard the applause. He came out, and he won, dude. It was freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome.
That is
Pictures with Jim Miller, 45th anniversary, autographed football, all the commentary, breaking down all of the freaking defenses and what Caleb did right, what Caleb did wrong, all that stuff, man. It was awesome. It was so cool.
Yeah. It was like having a commentator right there, right next to you, man. It was cool.
Hey, my brother's in the chat. Jeffy Horry, man. He says, have we set an over-under for passing yards? Daniel Mariota versus Williams. Thoughts? You guys want to break it down for him, man?
I already bet I got Williams at over 225, and I paired that with DeAndre Swift over 76 rushing and receiving. And I know that Williams' passing yards went up, but you can always use the alt line to keep it at 225. I don't personally. I don't know if he's going to throw for 250. I'm a little shaky at 225, but I think he'll get there.
Hold on, I gotta write that down.
Hold on. Bro, Jeff, virtual hug, man. You made my night. I don't know what's better, seeing you in the chat right now for the first time in the history of ever, or having Brian. I mean, dude, Brian Urlacher and my brother at the same place at the same time. This is
Holy
great.
shit.
He was
Wait,
down-
is it a full moon?
It can be. Hold on.
You're gonna get us kicked off, bro. You have Urlacher on, you'll do that, then we'll be banned.
Oh, that's awesome. Welcome, Trex brother Jeff.
Yeah, let's go, man. He's down in Dallas, man. So if you guys are ever down there, let me know. Maybe you guys for some coffee or something. He's got a lot of good places to go eat food and stuff. This guy's a foodie. He knows all the good places, all the cool places to chill. And he's works up in one of those big buildings in downtown and stuff. So really cool guy, man. So anyways, yeah, I think what I just see? Much love, brother. Someone loves tracks. Somebody has to love tracks. It's a tough job. He said, Cliff says Texas barbecue. Cliff says Caleb over 300 easy. I agree with you, man. With that 26
Really?
Secondary, 26 rated secondary, Cliff. I say he carves it up. What do you think, Sean?
I'm liking the 225. I'm playing it safe. His slow starts. Once he starts starting slow. I'm sorry, I can't talk anymore.
You sound like me at school.
I'll feel a little bit better. I don't know. I'm a little nervous. Here coming into this game. The Redskins are only allowing 122.7 pass yards per game at home. They're allowing triple that on the road. So it's a little bit scary, man. It's a little bit scary.
Is that true? How can these two things be? If Dustin's usually pretty good on his stuff, right? How can two things be right?
Here, I'll tell you why, because I wrote them all down over here.
If they're ranked 26, does that mean that people are running on them more and they're not passing as much as they could? Or have they not played an offense that's as good as Caleb and us? Well, I mean, are they not playing good, solid teams? I've got a lot of questions.
Their passing defense allows 197.6 per game. Their last three, they've allowed 167. At home, they allow 122. On the road, 253. But they have allowed 12 passing touchdowns this year. So those are the numbers
Maybe you could go.
I pulled on Wednesday. So,
Maybe you could go anytime touch or passing touchdowns for Caleb over 2.
Ooh, that's a huge number. I like what Dustin just brought there, man.
This is why I'm saying I love that over 76 rushing and receiving for DeAndre Swift, because that he's got to be the straw that stirs the drink on Sunday, and for most games for this team, in my opinion, anyways.
So you're saying 220 for Caleb, but he could go a little bit over, but not by much, is what you're saying.
I mean, he could. I mean, and who knows? Maybe he has a coming out party in front of his family and friends and throws for 350. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
It's just with the rookies, it's hard to tell, and I don't think it's going to be one of those welcome to the NFL games. I think he's, with all of his friends and family there, he lives for these type of moments. Maybe he'll cruise past 225. I don't know.
John, let me ask you a question. You get rid of Sweat. You get rid of the other guy that wasn't much, but at least he's a name and he's probably
Chase
better.
Young?
Yeah.
Chase Young, yeah.
You get rid of, Buster Chase Young, but yeah, he's still a body, right? And it's probably better than most bodies that's on the line. Where's that punk cat that's in the chat giving us freaking friendly fire, bro? But so here's the deal with all this. I don't understand. My math usually ain't math, and it definitely ain't math now, unlike my brother who's an accountant. Listen to this. 230 yards and 3 freaking touchdowns he had DJ Moore last year with the better defensive line. How come now they're doing better with their defense than they were last year, but they don't have the sum of their parts on the defensive line. This doesn't make sense at all.
Honestly, it's Dan Quinn, man. Dan Quinn's
Dan
working.
Quinn?
Yeah, he's working. He's doing masterful stuff with that defense because honestly, if you strip away Payne and what's that other guy, the other stud that's left that's still there, Payne and there's one other Payne in the
Isn't
ass.
Payne injured or no? No, that's the other guy.
Payne's in. Allen's out. Dustin, help me out. Who's the other killer on Washington's defense right now besides Payne that can get after it? I can't think of his name right now. Newton. Thank you. Those two guys can still create a little havoc. And I honestly, I think Dan Quinn's did a great job. I still don't know how I feel about Washington as a whole because I think the combined record of the teams they beat are 7-20 as well. So they have some proving to do.
Oh, snap, bro.
Yeah, they haven't like been beating. I mean, I'll take away what they did against Baltimore and say, hey, Baltimore's a really good football team and they played toe to toe with them. So that gives me a little reservation. And that was in Baltimore. So I don't know what to expect out of these young clubs, man. I'm really, really excited about this game on Sunday. I wish Jaden Daniels was there, but as a sum of all the parts, therefore, too, the Bears have a chance to beat a team with a winning record for the first time. All this stuff. This is such an interesting game from every point of view, man. Like,
Yes, sir.
This is a big game for playoff when playoff time comes around too, man. If they can beat the Washington, beat those NFC teams, especially with how the NFC North is playing out. You know what I mean?
And you want to know what else? The Bears, the good thing about the Bears is if they do happen to win this game, we'll be 3-0 in the NFC. And
right, exactly.
Go. So here, look at the teams they beat. The Washington lost to the Bucks, winning record, 21-18 against the Giants at home. They beat the Bengals 38-33, but the Bengals were struggling to start the season. They beat the Cardinals 42-14. They beat the Browns 34-13. They lost to the Ravens 23-30, and then they absolutely dog walked the Panthers last week 40-7.
Now that's impressive right now. There, the Ravens. That was a tough, close, game. But I think that was before Ravens really came out of their shell, man.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought you were going back. So I think.
Oh, but you want to know what gives you confidence? What gives you confidence for not that they're the same quarterback between Lamar Jackson and him. Lamar Jackson passed for a lot of yards against them, dude. 323 yards and averaged 12.5 yards a pass, dude.
Yeah, that's freaking amazing. I like what Cliff said, man. He's got a great question for us, guys. Have you guys ever been excited about any Bears teams in the past decade? Each week is nail-biting awesome. It is.
Maybe 2018.
I was just going to say that. You stole the words right out of my mouth, Dano.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 2018 was such a fun year, dude. Jeffrey, Marshall, Forte, Cutler. Like, man, that team was fun, dude.
I still have nightmares about the doink, though, man. Doink. The fuck? Dude, my eye twitches just saying it.
Yeah.
Double doink.
Yeah, right. Man, I remember we were at Chubby Bullfrog in West Dundee, and he was
Chubby Bullfrog.
He was lining up for that kick, dude, and we had like 20 of us sitting around the table. We were already slapping hands, like, dude, we got this shit. We're moving on. And then he double doinked it.
Oh, God,
guys,
dude.
let's go ahead and jump into our mailbag because we are going into extra innings, but rightfully so because we had the man, the myth, the legend on tonight, man. And you know what? You're gonna go a little bit extra when you have a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, Cliff, I'm with you, man. I deleted that out of my memory, dude. I don't try to ever think of that play again.
Let's go ahead and throw this up really quick, boys. This is our mailbag. I was talking to Briggs, man. I sent this to him. I says, man, this looks like you, except you never skip leg day. This bear obviously did. He said you'd be surprised, which that kind of shocked me. I mean, the guy with the size of legs that Briggs has got, you would think that he never skipped leg day, man. But anyways, so yeah, back to the why am I talking about leg day? I'm supposed to freaking show you guys the number. Well, 872-256-1424. 872-256-1424 and leave something in the mailbag and we will share it with everybody as long as it plays. Hey, can you guys do me a solid? We're going to do a test run really quick and let's see if this plays right here.
This is Terrence, Chicago Bears fan from Iowa. For this game this Sunday.
Can you guys hear that or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Let's take that from the top or keep going from where it was.
Versus the Commanders, I think Caleb Williams will continue to pick up where he left off. I do believe DeAndre Swift is going to have a big game. And as for the defense, even though they're down a couple of starters, I believe they'll continue to
Okay. Yeah, something happened, but I think we got the nuts and bolts out of all that. So let's move on to the next one.
Hey, Trax, what's up, man? It's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and I was just thinking about this game this weekend. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be pretty good. I'm excited. I think the Bears win. Whether or not Jaden Daniels plays, I think either way the Bears win. I don't think they have enough in the tank. D-line, the defense for the Commanders, to be able to give up some rushing yards, some passing yards for us. I just don't think they have enough for us. I think the Caleb going home, I know he said he's not fired up about it and he just wants to win games, but there's got to be a little bit of excitement. I think he wants to show out. I just think that the Bears have a good mindset, and I think they're ready to take on a number one team. You know, the Commanders are the number one team in the East, so I think they're ready to take that on, and I think it's going to be a good game. But I think the Bears come out. The defense really wants to show what they can do, whether Jaden Daniels plays or not. So I think defense has a big game. I think Caleb has a big game as well. So, all right. Thanks, buddy. Later.
That was a good call, man. I appreciated that call, boys. What do you guys think? We got two more after this, and then we'll post toasties.
Go ahead, Dano.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a great game. I mean, I think it's going to be a close game regardless. I don't think either team's going to blow it out. And I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. I think this is the game I've been looking forward to most the entire year thus far.
Yeah, I got a retraction too because Dustin called me out. I was thinking of 2013, not 2018, with Forte and those guys. So sorry about that. It's late and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Rough year. I gotta correct myself on that one. My bad, boys.
All right, two more big time mailbags we got here. Dane from WGN. Guy does a lot of good stuff on WGN. Let's hear what he has to say. He's the guy that put us on with El Bandito Yankee, and I got to meet Chelios, and they're now our sponsor. So let's check it out, man.
Hey, this is Dane from Chicago. Just wanted to put my vote in for the Chicago Bears continuing with the momentum. They just got a little bit of rest after the London game in the bye week, but I think they're going to keep that momentum. They're going to head into Washington and get a victory. Washington scoring a bunch of points. Bears on the defensive side not allowing a lot. Something's got to give, and I think it will be the Commanders.
That's pretty much self-explanatory, man. He drove it all the way home, you know?
Yeah, and I agree with that, man. I said that to Dano earlier, man. Until someone can actually get over that watermark for the Bears, and the Bears can keep averaging 24 points a game, I'm going to keep picking them to win.
Yeah. And giving up what? Giving up less than how many points? Isn't it 20?
18.6 right
18.
now.
Yep.
18.6. All right, so here's the best for last, boys. Here we go.
Hey, this is Jim Miller, former Chicago Bears quarterback, and yes, I'm calling from Detroit, Michigan. Hard to believe the Bears are 4-2, but yet they're in last place in the NFC North, right? Lions with 5. You've got Minnesota with 5, and Green Bay sitting there with 4. This is a huge game. Obviously flexed into a better time slot when you look at the 4-2 Bears taking on the 4-2 Washington Commanders. Commanders are the #1 offense in the league. All right. Even with rookie Jaden Daniels, they're averaging 31 points a game. No rookie has done that. The Bears coming off their bye, having their best performance. I think Caleb Williams played his best ball against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So both quarterbacks are really starting to settle in, and they've got good weapons around them. The Bears have the better defense, right? Former Washington Commander Montez Sweat, he's kind of short things up. Bears are 4th overall in giving up points. Think they need to curtail the Washington Commanders minimum by a touchdown. All right. If Jaden Daniels doesn't play, they still played well with Marcus Mariota. All right. They scored out of their 6 out of their last 8 drives last week versus Carolina. So this is a potent offense with the tight ends that they have, Zach Ertz and Sinnott, and of course McLaurin and Robinson as a running back. They are very good offensively. All right. For the Bears, they're going to have to deal with a speedy defense that overreacts that Dan Quinn is trying to put together. The Bears' defense is better, that I mentioned, but Washington's going to just try to outscore you. So I think for Caleb, he's got to be ready to get into a shootout here. So this game could go either way, like Keenan Allen, how he led the Bears in receptions last week, and the offense is starting to hum. But this could be an exciting game to watch. I think the Bears can get the victory, but it's got to be like 30-23. This one's going to be high scoring, 30-28. But the Bears got to keep pace with Washington. All right, thanks, and enjoy the game.
Wow.
And see, guys, this is a perfect example of the kind of analysis you get at our watch party with Jim being there, man. You get this pregame, halftime, postgame, and even in-game. I mean, I learned a lot that day that he was with us just about football in general. So you guys come out to watch us at that watch party. This is the kind of analysis that Jim will provide.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. He makes us look really good, doesn't he, Dano?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna disagree with him on one thing. I don't think the Bears are giving up 28 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did give 2 numbers, didn't he? He said 28 and 23, so there must be a little variance there he didn't really speak on. But
yeah,
anyways, man, it was great for mailbags, and
that's great.
Try to get in for that international call. I'm not quite sure how to go about that, but yeah, look forward to all you guys using that mailbag. My brother had a really good point. He said that's gold, and he also said Dan Quinn is a good coach. Great test for Waldron. I think this one is Waldron's to win. His game plan and adjustments will be the difference. So that's cool. That's good that people are starting to come around and really appreciate Waldron with the Bears. I'm not saying they didn't appreciate him prior to before Bears, but now they're like, okay, he's doing something for us, Sean.
Yeah, and I just popped up here on my phone. We got our boy, the Great American DJs, hanging out with Jelly Roll tonight. This guy,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Coop is Coop's big time, baby.
Oh yeah, true professional.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't come on tonight, and it takes 3 of us to cover one of him, man. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
And Urlacher, that could be
The golden jacket
to do what I do, huh?
Yeah, he was really cool, man.
Time viewer, Manuel Angels, man. Thank you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You all know what to do. Leave a 5-star review. Thank you, everyone, once again, for YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching, wherever you're consuming, whatever you're consuming, make sure it's good. And thank you guys so much for the bottom of our hearts, man. We couldn't be here. We couldn't do this without you. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, and I'll stand on it, even from that dude that's across the island that's been talking trash about our Bears, man. We are the smartest in Chicago, the smartest fans. And we get smarter each time we listen to you guys. Hopefully you get something from us. And with that, man, I'll pass. Sean, give us your pleasantries, your nugget of the day, bro.
Hey, man, I just want to say, kind of pass this along as well. I said it earlier. Thanks to everyone for coming out, man. We really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone in the chat participating, hitting that like, subscribe, telling your friends, because we're just, like I said, we're a bunch of bozos just here talking sports. And we really love doing it. And I really love bringing stuff to you guys out there, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, whenever I get a chance to get out here. I love talking Bears. I think the Bears this is a great time to be a Bears fan. This is something we've waited for a long time to get this train back on the right track and get the Bears headed towards that destiny of winning that Super Bowl, man. And I haven't had this good feeling in me, and Caleb Williams, after what are we at, 6 games, has made me feel like, holy crap, man, we're finally going to get here, and I'm not going to die before the Bears win again. I'll tell you, the last bunch of years has kind of felt like that, but I'll always hold this in my mind. If the Cubs can do it in 2016, man, the Bears can do it again. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, it's just kind of piggybacking off of what Sean said. We're just a bunch of knuckleheads that sit here and talk sports. We love that you guys come out here, able to interact with us. When we bring guys like Brian Urlacher on, you guys get to talk to him a little bit through the messaging. And I just one point I wanted to make. If Caleb does have a bad game, if he doesn't look great, let's not panic. He's going to have bad games. It's going to happen. If it doesn't happen this Sunday, it may happen the next Sunday or whatever. But I think we're finally on the right track, and I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
And thank you, guys.
I agree with that. 100%, Dano, man. If he does have a bad game, I don't want to see Twitter blowing up on Monday. Oh, he sucks, because I would like to jump through Twitter and slap every single one of you.
Guys, we just got a text from Brian Urlacher, man. He said that he had fun on the show. So guess what? If you have fun, you might do it again. If not, you might do it again. But if you do it a bunch of times and it wasn't fun, that's what I do. But I have some fun too. But it sounds like he'll be back.
Hey, Trax, you want to know? You know what? I was telling my wife before we jumped on. I was like, "This is really huge," because Urlacher's a pretty private person and he doesn't do this stuff a lot. So this was pretty special, man, and I really appreciate it. And I appreciate the text. I was freaking out, and I was in a business call when you text me. I'm like, shit. I'm trying to manage. I'm like, I got to get back to this guy. But no, that was awesome, man. And I appreciate you giving me a call and appreciate you letting me get a chance to sit down with Brian.
Man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it too, Trax, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, man. No, man. The pleasure was mine. I couldn't have done it without you boys. I mean, it really took all of us together and the entire chat to, bring it all together for Brian. I mean, seriously, could you imagine if we had an empty chat and one guy up here, which is like, I would get beat down, dude. I needed you guys and I needed the chat, and we all pulled it together and we made it happen. That's what makes this network happen, man.
And
we're some of our parts, man.
You know what?
It was kind of hard to not pull a Chris Farley with him, with Erlang. Like, yeah, you're so good. I was trying to do my inner fanboy, keep it in.
You know what? I was trying not to be a fanboy. I was trying.
You're like, who's the real fan now? And you show them your shrine of all Urlacher stuff. Dude. Look at this guy.
He had to put out the candles before he got on.
I was like, it's like he's gonna think I'm a stalker. He's never gonna come on the show again.
Hey, he still might be watching. I saw earlier it was 154. I was like, that's an omen from God. He'll be back. 154.
No, you know what though? It's really awesome because I mean, I don't hold sports idols as like idols of people who I aspire to be because I'm not an athlete, but as a sports figure, he is one of my favorite idols, and being able to sit down and chat with him was just that was just amazing, man.
And bro, when he had adversity, when he was somebody that was talking trash, didn't he handle it exactly like
dude, he was. That's what I mean.
That's why he fits in Chicago, man.
Yeah.
Hey, when I gave him the stupid question of the night, and I'm going to talk to Cleat about writing that in, and it was mine. And, what was the biggest letdown in your career? It's like, hello, McFly, not winning the Super Bowl. How about that one? I never won a Super Bowl either, Mr. Urlacher. But I don't.
When he said it was the only championship he won, I was going to say, man, you were an NFC champion. But I didn't know. I didn't know if that would be insulting because he didn't finish the job, so I just let it go. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Sure,
Hey, look at what. Hey, Brian, remember 2006? That was awesome.
That was great, man. I'm still glowing inside. Like I'm still glowing inside. Like
It's the only reason why I'm still up and not 4 hours deep in his sleep.
yeah, amen, dude. I honestly like. Oh man, dude. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to go to sleep. I'm not gonna lie. Like being able, I've been texting my buddies who've been on there. I'm like, guys, you gotta check this out. This was freaking awesome, dude. Like this was awesome. Like, I mean, my entire friend group is my age. We all got to grow up, and see this same guy dominate for our team. So I mean, this was here. What's his name? Kurt Becker, I think was my second favorite before this. That Kurt Becker interview was awesome too. That we did a few months back.
Yeah.
And Plank was great. I could listen to Plank all night.
You know who I like too, Brandon, was Zorich. Zorich was good.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Zorich. Zorich would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He'll be back. He's been on a couple times. Just really busy during the Notre Dame season. He either waits and he tells everybody that he's going to do something on the bye, which he probably tells everybody that. So guess where we're at in that one.
Is he an announcer or something for them right now?
He's at the tailgate, and then he has them do a lot of stuff. They have him do a lot of stuff for the alumni and all that.
Oh, okay.
Talks and all this. I don't really know exactly what he does. I just know that he's there all the time. So, with Tony and all those other guys. So, anyways, yeah, let's get out of here, man. Let's get some freaking cut eye.
Absolutely. Okay? Bear down, everybody. Join us for Victory Monday.
Number 54 is in the building. Hit that like and subscribe. Let's go.
He's giving a stamp of approval.
All right, guys. See you later.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.